are back at Epcot to experience more of the 2023 Flower and Garden Festival. Also, we were here the other night and we have clips from both nights, tonight as well as the other night. So if we're wearing like different clothes at different times, that's why. But let's go in and check out some more food and experience more of Flower and Garden. And the first stop, Butterfly Landing. Heading into the beads. Scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you in here?
I'm not scared because they're not like coming right near me, but I don't like when they come near me.
And throughout the Butterfly Landing, they have all these signs that kind of explain the life cycle of the butterfly. Monarch butterflies develop from an egg to an adult in about 30 days. And they have these little houses with all the different cocoons in there. It looks like one of the butterflies is actually trying to hatch. Maybe we'll see it hatch in real time. Looks like they have some red leaf high biscuits. I wonder if they have any red leaf low biscuits. Does this remind you of your teaching days?
Yeah, we used to do this every year in preschool, and I actually had like the cocoons in my classroom and we would watch them open. It was pretty cool. But then when we had to release them outside, I would not do that because I was scared of them.
A lot of the time in the Butterfly Landing over here, they hang out in the corners. So make sure you look up in the corners of the net. That's where a lot of the butterflies hang out. By and say hello to the star of Epcot, Figment, and then I think later this year is when the Figment meet and greet is going to be coming to the Imagination Pavilion. Also, something that we just noticed about Figment is that he's made out of succulents. He looks different than the other topiaries, and I don't think I've noticed that in years past. So the first booth that we're stopping at that we didn't get a chance to try the last time we were here is Brunchcot, and I think Alex is going to be getting the shrimp and grits, possibly the lox benedict on the everything focaccia, and then I might try the fruit loop shake. So like I said, our first stop was Brunchcot, and we got 3 different items. We got the shrimp and grits, which was $7.25. Alex got the lox benedict on the focaccia bread, and then I got the fruit loop shake, which is not new. This was here last year, but we didn't get a chance to try it last year. But I'm excited. A lot of food. All right, so first up, I'm going to try the Fruit Loop Shake. Like I said, this isn't new to the festival this year. It was here in the past. We just didn't have a chance to try it, but I'm excited. I love Fruit Loops. So the shake is pretty good. It has like a fruity cereal type of flavor, and it is very thick. So it's not like, it's kind of hard to drink because it is so thick. So I think like maybe even a spoon would be better than the straw, but the flavors are good. It tastes like a thicker, leftover cereal milk, like if you had Fruit Loops and then the milk and the cereal just kind of blended together at the bottom of the bowl. That's kind of what it tastes like. But I do like it. Would I get it again? Probably. I think I would actually. This is one of the dessert drinks that I do think I would get again.
Okay, so I got the shrimp and grits, and I've had a few bites so far. It's really good actually. It has like a little bit of a kick. The grits are nice and creamy. The only thing that I don't like is that the shrimp still have the tails on it, so it's kind of hard to like get the tails off as you're trying to eat this. So the corn is like a nice like crunch too on top. But yeah, I would get this again. I like this a lot. Now, if you're not like a grits person, I probably wouldn't get it, but I really like it.
And our last and final item to try from Brunchcot is going to be the lox benedict. I'll let you try this one by yourself because there's no way I'm eating any of that salmon.
This is one thing Matt is not even going to try at all.
Ooh, look at that egg in there.
Look at that.
And that everything seasoning looks really good too.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if it's because I left it sitting here for a while, but like it's not warm. Like I kind of want the egg and the toast to be like hot. It's just like room temperature, which is fine. And I've been like eating the other thing, so maybe it was my fault. But the only other thing I don't like is the bread. Almost like, not that it's stale, but it is toasted and it's been sitting a little bit, so it's kind of like hard to bite into. But other than that, like the egg and the lox are really good. The everything seasoning gives it like a lot of flavor. I really like it. First stop for tonight is going to be over at Trowel and Trellis, and I'm going to be getting the boneless Impossible Korean short rib. We've had that in years past, and it's always good. And I think Alex might try the Impossible lumpia. Lumpia.
Lumpia?
Lumpia.
Lumpia.
So those, if I'm thinking of the correct thing, they look like little like egg rolls. So I've never had those before, so I'll try it. The short ribs, like Matt said, is good every year, so I'm excited to see if it's just as good as I remember. And here's our 2 items that we got from Trowel and Trellis. The lumpia was $5.50, and you get 5
different ones, so that's a pretty good deal actually. And then the short rib is $6.75, and I feel like this is a little bit bigger than it has been in years past. I don't know if it's actually more food or if they just put it on a different type of bowl, but it looks a little bit different. So we're gonna dig into both and we'll let you know what we think. So first thoughts on the short rib. It tastes exactly as it has in years past. The rice is really good. It's like a sticky white rice that you would get like if you got Chinese food or something like that. And then the short rib itself, I always am a fan of the flavor of it. It's got a nice like kick to it, like an Asian type of zing. It is really, really good. You do have to get past the fact that it is not meat and the texture is definitely different versus like real short rib. But I do like the flavors of this, and it's good every year, and we always get it.
And I'm really liking the lumpia as well. What lumpia usually is, it's like an egg roll type of, like fried with pork and garlic, soy, onions, cabbage. Obviously, it's impossible meat, so it's not real meat, but I really like the flavoring. They're crispy, and it has like the sweet chili like sauce on the outside, which gives it like a little, like the slightest hint of a kick. And I don't know, I really like this. I like this booth a lot. I think the short rib is really good, and the lumpia was a good addition this year.
Over here at Port of Entry, they have 2 different scavenger hunt maps that you could do right now. There's Spike's Pollination Exploration, which is for the Flower and Garden Festival, and there's also the Extravaganza 2023, which is of course for Easter. Our next stop around World Showcase is going to be Florida Fresh, and I'm going to be trying the Grill Street corn on the cob. Now there's 2 different versions of corn on the cob. There's this one over here, which does not have cheese on it, and this one has cheese on the outside. So it looks really good. Let's give it a try. Here's what we're working with from Florida Fresh. I got the street corn, which was $5.75, and then Alex got the strawberry shortcake, $4.75, and I feel like that's a pretty good deal for something like this. We'll see how it tastes, but it has a little bit of ice cream.
No, whipped cream.
Whipped cream, I'm sorry. Berries and some sort of bread. And then here is the street corn, which looks and smells so good. Okay, so Alex dug into the strawberry shortcake a little bit. Not off to a good start.
The strawberries and the whipped cream are good, but they gave me like the oldest, driest biscuit on earth, I think. I think if they gave me like a fresh biscuit, this would be so, so good. But this is like the driest, crumbliest, oldest biscuit. Like it's so bad. I can't even eat it. I think I'm just gonna eat the strawberries and the whipped cream off of it. That's how bad it is. But I've seen other people love this, so like I think it's just the fact that I got an old biscuit. If it was fresh, this would be like delicious.
So the street corn was pretty good, although I will say I don't really think there's a need for them to put the spicy corn chips on top. It just makes it a little bit more messy and a little bit harder to eat, so I would prefer it just without the corn chips. But the corn was cooked perfectly. Like there was definitely some burnt pieces on it, which I like when I have corn on the cob. Now Alex's strawberry shortcake, on the other hand, the berries and cream were good, but that biscuit, it tasted like a dried out KFC biscuit is exactly what it tastes like. So I don't know if we just had a bad batch or if that's how it is, but we could recommend the corn, can't recommend the shortcake. And when we were here last week, the crowds were a lot thicker because we were in the middle of spring break. A lot more manageable tonight. I think our first stop in World Showcase is going to be at Jardin de Fiestas, which is the Mexico booth. And I want to try the Taco Vampiro. I've heard some good things, and I wanted to try it last time and we passed on it, so I think we're going to get it tonight. And from the Mexico booth, here is the Taco Vampiro. Looks like it comes with a little bit of corn and some cheese on the side. Looks pretty good. Again, this was $8.75. So I had a couple bites of the taco so far, but just wanted to show what the inside of it looks like. You can see all the beef inside there, and then the taco itself is all made out of cheese, like the little wrap. The tortilla is cheese, and it is really, really good. Honestly, that was a really, really good taco. I think that is the first time ever that we've gotten anything from the Mexico booth at any festival. Don't ask me why. We love Mexican food, but for some reason, there's just never anything there that really piques our interest, so we decided to try that. Very, very good. The beef was flavored really well. Although I will say I wish it was a little bit spicier. Like I wish it had a little bit more of a kick to it, but the flavor of the beef was good. It was a nice sized taco. I will absolutely come back for that one because that was really good. That is one of the better things that I think we've eaten throughout the festival this year so far. I think this Disney duck wants to try a little bit of Taco Vampiro from the Mexico booth. He heard it was good and he said, you know what? I gotta come hang out on the lawn over here in case anybody drops anything, I'll eat the scraps. This is Alex in the wild, always trying to lure in the Disney ducks. He said, listen, if you don't have any Taco Vampiro for me, I have no business with you. Always some of our favorite topiaries right in front of the Mexico booth. They have the three Caballeros, Donald, Jose, and Panchito. And look at that with Spaceship Earth in the background there. Wow, it's a beautiful night here. Got some nice views of World Showcase Lagoon tonight. And then over here on the right side, of course, you have the Harmonious Barges. But these are only going to be here for like another 2 weeks or so. And then before you know it, Epcot Forever is going to be back. And of course, Happily Ever After is replacing Enchantment over at Wishes. And I am not going to miss Harmonious. Next up, we're back in the American Pavilion by Magnolia Terrace. And this is home to the Bananas Foster bread pudding. And we've been wanting to try that. So here is the Bananas Foster bread pudding. This was $4.75 from Magnolia Terrace. And it smells good, but I do have to say it doesn't look anything like the photo. And it looks like I can only see one little piece of banana. So we'll dig in and hopefully there's some more bananas in here.
Actually, it tastes really good. There is a few more bananas in the sauce. Not a lot, but there's a few pieces I can feel.
They're lost in the sauce.
Exactly. You're just on it tonight with the jokes. It's really good. It is very, very sweet. So if you don't like sweet or you're sensitive to sweet, you might not like this. But it's really good. Like the bread pudding itself is nice and moist. I hate that word, but it is what it is. And the like caramel sauce on top is just so delicious. I really like this. I would get this again.
There's a look at the inside of the Bananas Foster cake. Again, not a lot of bananas. I wish I had more bananas, but the flavoring was there. The sauce was really good, and the cake was like so fluffy. Really, really good. That dish right there is like a prime example of something not having to look appetizing, but it actually is. It tastes 100 times better than it looks, and that is really, really good. We haven't had a whole lot of desserts at this year's festival. We've had a couple, but I will say that so far this is easily the best dessert that I think we've had. Although the Tres Leches cake is right up there with this, so they're neck and neck right now. We'll have to make a final decision towards the end of the festival, but this is a very, very good dessert. Before we were talking about the Pollination Exploration and the Extravaganza. It looks like those are the redemption items for the Spikes Scavenger Hunt. They have different cups and dishes, and then there's these Easter eggs over here, and you get to choose one of those if you do the Extravaganza. Our final stop of the night is over here at the Creation Shop, because they have some cool new items that we want to show you. So they still have some of the Epcot 40th anniversary items, and some of them are 40% off. They have some of the lounge flies over here, some of the mugs and the tumblers. So if you're looking for any Epcot 40 stuff, you could probably get it at a pretty good price. You have a new Disney Parks lounge fly with Woody and Bo Peep.
This is so cute. This Tinkerbell bag. Everyone knows Tinkerbell's my favorite. And it actually has lights like on the outside here. I think it's battery operated though, so I don't know how to turn it on, but I saw someone wearing it and it was like dark out and it was like lit up.
Wow.
It's cool. I love these. I have regular Sven at home, but the baby Sven is so cute. I want baby Figment too.
Yeah, they have baby Figment. How cute is that?
He's so cute. And I think they used to have the orange bird too.
Yeah.
Which, like, how do you choose between Figment and the orange bird? You would have to bring both of them home.
I know. Well, now there's only Figment, so they make it easy for you to choose.
So cute.
So Disney, for the 100th anniversary, is releasing a Decades collection. And every so often, there'll be a collection that ties to a specific year of the first 100 years of the Walt Disney Company. And this is the Loungefly from that first year. I don't know if this is 1920s. My guess is it is, because this is the first drop in that, but these are new. Okay, so they didn't have what we were looking for in the Creation Shop. They came out with a candy called Power Limes, which is like a play on Powerline from a Goofy movie, and it was in the queue of Runaway Railway over in Disneyland, and they brought the candy over here to Disney World. They're all sold out.
I really hope that they bring them back because I wanted to try them. They're like a sour lime Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, I never thought they'd run out of candy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they'll probably be back, but they were super popular. Everybody was like coming to get them.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to try one. I'm hoping that they bring them back.
I hope so, but other than that, we had a fun couple of nights here at Epcot. I know this video was kind of like a patchwork between two different nights, so apologies for that, but we hope you guys enjoyed some of the food reviews. We got to try some good food, some food that was just so-so, and we're still on the hunt for the best of the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah, and we only need 2 more stamps to get our special prize for the Garden Graze. So we have to get 2 more stamps before the end of the festival, which we have until like July 5th. And we'll see what our special prize is.
Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us in this video. If you did, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. If you guys are new to our channel, subscribe down below because we put out Disney and Universal videos all the time. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.